I've got some Saturday haul-in to share with you guys today, and I actually don't have a ton of stuff, but I just filmed a video on the 10-year Kat Von D anniversary collection. The 10-year anniversary Kat Von D collection. Oh man, I'm hoping to have that up in a couple days as well. And that's the majority of the look that I have on my face, and there's a demo for that in that video too. And then last Sunday, after I filmed the haul that Saturday, I tried to do one on the Urban Decay Beach collection. And my eyes, I've got really watery eyes, and now that it's kind of springtime, the allergies have kicked up tenfold. My eyes would not stop watering so bad so that I could hardly, you know, put like my eyeliner or anything on. So I just kind of threw in the towel on it, and I'm going to try to film that tomorrow. And then with that being said, I just want to say like a huge thank you. You guys left me the nicest comments on my last video when I was kind of talking about PR. So I just kind of want to extend my appreciation for that, because that was really nice. Thank you. I was weak and I was scrolling Instagram and Pat McGrath's came up and they launched some lip glosses. And I was weak and I'm like, Tara, you don't wear lip gloss. And then I read the description and it's like, oh, it's got some nourishing oils in it and stuff like that. So I was like, I could kind of use it as a lip gloss oil, because I do enjoy some lip oils or shiny products that kind of do some conditioning as well. So that was my whole reasoning. And so I bought a set of her new lip glosses. It comes in the standard sequin Pat McGrath packaging, totally gold. Actually gold like the Kat Von D collection. Same kind of gold. Gold must be in this spring. So the one that I got is in Lust Gloss version Astral. First edition limited release is what it says on the packaging. So this is the Astral one. I almost went with the nudes as well, but I wanted to make sure that I was going to use all of the colors, or that I could throw on any one of them at any time to kind of give myself a glossy, nourished type of lip. And I've worn the lip glosses twice now, and they do feel nice on the lips. Like some lip glosses I've put on before, and they make my lips look shiny, but they don't make my lips feel hydrated. These ones felt really nice. They do have a slight bit of tackiness to them though, if you're not into a tacky lip gloss. Pat McGrath is just iconic, and I feel myself wanting everything that she puts out. So here are the glosses. She has got her little emblem, her Pat McGrath emblem in there. I don't know if it's a sticker or not. It kind of feels like a really thick tin type of sticker on there, but they seem to be pretty secured on the tube. So there are 4 shades. This first one is in Blitz Gold. It's got a pretty strong gold undertone to it, gold sparklies. And then the wand is a little bit different too. It's a a fuzzy one, but it kind of has a little different type of, what's that showing up? A little bit of a different type of angle to it. Those are Kat Von D swatches. I was having a hard time getting those off. So this one is Blitz Gold. Very strong gold undertone on that one. And they do have a really nice vanilla scent to them, which I appreciate. This next one is called Pale Fire. And it is a pink with some pink and silver looking and gold. Multi-dimensional. We'll just go with that word. Glitters in this guy. Right there. So that one is Pale Fire. The next one is Alien Gelic. Like Alien Gelic. And this one is got a duochrome, kind of a bluish duochrome to it. So there's Alien Gelic. It's probably the least toned one out of the 3. Like there's not a ton of undertone on that guy. I can about imagine over other lipstick colors though, it'll really pull out those the dimension of each gloss, depending on what you put it over. If you do use it over something, it's going to pull out a different color. So this one is Gold Allure. It's more of like a white gold compared to this one right here. They smell so nice. Some of the other ones look to be a lot more pigmented, and again, I wanted to go with the ones that I knew I could wear every single shade on there and kind of use them as either a topper or just to throw something on that might be a slightly moisturizing on my lips and still look pretty. I am not going to put these in the drawer. I'm going to leave them out. I'm going to throw one in my purse and I'm going to use them. So those are the new Pat McGrath lip glosses, and again, this is the set in Astral. And then next up, Givenchy came out with another shade of their Kohl Couture waterproof eyeliners. And this is in the shade 08 African Bronze. It really looks more like a khaki green. The Givenchy Kohl Couture waterproof eyeliners are some of my favorite liners for the waterline. I have got a Marc Jacobs one on right now, and I used to love the Marc Jacobs formula. Some of the ones when he first released them dried out really quickly, but what I had found with the Marc Jacobs ones is while they do last really long, towards the end of the day they flake off into my eye. I still really enjoy them and I love how long that they wear, but they do irritate my eyes towards the end of the day. These ones do not do that, but they last really well for me. The jade one that you guys see me wearing a lot, the green, that lasts really well. This one came off a little bit quicker than the jade one did, but it's a pretty khaki color. Again, I use these on the waterline. I love that they don't irritate my eyes like at all. So you can see it's more of a khaki with kind of a little bit of a sheen to it. There aren't any micro glitters in here either, so I appreciate that, because micro glitters in the eye, not good. And then Guerlain came out with another Meteorites, a limited edition one, and this is in the Rainbow Pearls. 0.08 ounces of product in this guy, and the tin is super pretty and fun for spring. The pearls in here are a pastel, kind of a matte satin. There aren't any glitters in here. Some of the Guerlain Meteorites, the limited edition versions, they have got little sparkles and stuff in there. These ones don't, which I find are great for the spring summertime, because you're not adding, it's warmer out. Well, my face at least gets shinier quicker. These ones kind of do a little bit more of a mattifying effect while still giving you that meteorite look. If you're familiar with the Meteorites, how I use them is after I have all my face makeup on, I take a big powder brush and I typically shake the tin up, because it kind of breaks the product up and it's easier to get on the brush than if you just swirl them over the pearls. And then I buff it all over the face, and it just kind of pulls everything together really nicely. I've gone through tins of the Meteorites, and I love to buy the limited edition versions. Again, the packaging on this is super pretty, but let's open her up. So you've got a bunch of pastel pearls inside of there. Again, they are more on the matte side with no glitters or shimmers in it. I'm almost tempted. I really have been enjoying these guys. I'm almost tempted to buy a backup of these ones. I love the Claire ones as well, like the ones that are in the original are the permanent line, but these ones have just a bit more mattifying effect to it, and I really like it. Then next up, Colourpop released a new eyeshadow palette, and it's called the Fame eyeshadow palette. This is the outside packaging. To make it over $30 so I could get free shipping, I threw it a brush, and I haven't ever tried any of Colourpop's brushes before, but I've been since I've started using and loving the Sonia G brushes so much. She's got a couple different versions of fan brushes. I never used to use fan brushes, and then when I started using hers, I really kind of fell in love with her brushes, but also kind of I've been kind of dabbling in the fan brush world. So I got this F13 brush from Colourpop. It's a really super soft synthetic. It does have a textured bristle to it as well, as opposed to those ones that are really soft synthetics that are more smooth. So I can tell that it's gonna pick up product a little bit better than some other synthetics do. So kind of like a Real Techniques bristle. It seems to be pretty well made. It's got a nice handle to it, and it's got a pretty decent point. So what I've been loving to use the Sonia G fan brush for is I can get it right in the corner for bronzing, and then I can circular motion it and kind of just, it buffs it out really well. So that's my plans to use with this guy right here. It's a pretty decent size. Let me actually compare it to the Sculpt one from Sonia G for size comparison, which this is one of my favorite brushes ever. I love it. I love it so much. So for size wise and shape wise, there's a comparison for you guys. And then here is the Fame eyeshadow palette, and inside of here you've got 16 eyeshadows that are 0.04 ounces per shade. Cute packaging on it. This is probably, no mirror on this guy, this is probably, the shimmers in here are probably some of the smoothest, nicest shimmers in terms of the pressed powder in the palettes that I think they've done. I really like the Colourpop palettes, and I kind of feel like with each release they just get better and better. And another thing is that they make all of their palettes magnetic magnetic, so all of these shadows are removable. I just take a little magnet and pop them out. So this is a bit cooler toned palette. You've got 8 shimmer shades and you've got 8 matte shades. There's one that's a little bit chunkier with micro glitters, and that's Extravaganza, and there's some micro glitters in the shade Posh, but the rest of them are pretty smooth metallics. So let's give you guys some swatches. Right here, this one is matte right here. Great pigmentation on these guys. This is a shimmer, matte. I was trying to get off some of those Kat Von D swatches and they were just not having it. Some of these metallics almost feel creamy. Then the next row you've got shimmer, matte, shimmer. I should almost be saying metallic instead of shimmer on those, and this one's matte. Really good array of brow bone, transition, and crease matte colors, as well as some really pretty lid shades in here. I really like the color combos in here. So there's the second row. Then the third row you've got matte, shimmer, matte, shimmer, or metallic, I guess, because they are pretty shiny. They're so smooth. These shadows are so doggone smooth. Did I even tell you what the name of the palette was? I don't think I did. It is called, did I tell you that? It's called the Fame eyeshadow palette. Maybe I did tell you the name. Then there's the last row. You've got a metallic or a shimmer, followed by a matte, a shimmer, and a matte. Right there. So that is the Fame eyeshadow palette from Colourpop. And then lastly, I purchased a couple items from an Italian indie brand called Nabla Cosmetics, and I had been recommended this several times on Instagram and both in the comments of my videos when I had asked about this purple blue kind of duochrome eyeshadow that I loved in a different palette, because they make one in a single. And their singles quite a few of the ones that I want to purchase are sold out quite a bit, so it's hard for me to find them in stock. But then they had re-released the Nabla Dreamy palette, or it came back in stock, because I was going to buy this as well, and it was out of stock for a while when I first kind of discovered the brand. And at the same time, they released a new palette called Soul Blooming. So I went ahead and purchased both of them and 2 of their liquid eyeliners. And it shipped, coming from Italy, it shipped pretty quickly to me. I think it took like a week and a half for them to get here. I've worn both of the eyeshadow palettes a couple times, and I've also worn the liners, and I'm really impressed with the brand. I'm hoping that I can catch some of their singles in stock, some of the ones that I want to get, because these I'm really impressed with, but some people have said that you got to try the singles, so I do want to try some of the single shadows, but I think that the shadows in here in the palettes are great themselves as well. And then I hope that they come out with a matte black eyeliner too, because their liners are really good. They last really well for me. They have a brush tip applicator like I like, and a nice amount of product kind of comes out on the wand. So I'm hoping that they do more shades of those. So these are called the Dazzle Liners Longwear Metallic Liquid Eyeliner, and this is what the packaging looks like. Right here, their box packaging, the shipping that it came in came really pretty too. Like the inside of the box had like the Nabla and some designs and pretty paper. They were packaged really nicely. So I got Current Eden, and this is like a liquid eyeliner formula of that shadow that I love. It's got like a blue, purple, green shift to it. It's just very, very pretty. When the times that I've used this, I've used it as an accent eyeliner. So I kind of put it underneath like the black eyeliner or something like that to kind of accent it. It's a liquid eyeliner version of that shadow that I love with dimension. So that one is called Current Eden. And then the other shade that I purchased is called Royal Blood. And this is really, really pretty. It's definitive enough to wear like on the top for a full wing for me, because it's so dark, but it's got a really pretty indigo, like a purplish coloring to it. So this is Royal Blood right here. And I really like it. It's super pretty. I like the formula of this. I like how it lasts. I like the packaging. The brush tip applicator is nice and fine. So I'm hoping that they come out with, actually I hope they come out with a dark matte brown and black. And then onto some swatches of the palette. So this one is the Nabla Dreamy Eyeshadow Palette. The packaging is cardboard. It has a magnetic closure, but it's nice. It has a nice weight to it and it feels sturdy. And then there is a mirror in there as well. It folds all the way back. So in here you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes and 7 shimmer shades. There is, the shade Delirium does have micro glitter in it, and so does Immaculate. The times that I've worn this, the looks have come out just stunning. The mattes build and blend and have nice pigmentation, and the correlation of colors in here is really pretty as well. So I'm totally happy that I splurged to try out this brand, because I really, really have been enjoying these products. So there's the first row. It's like a white shimmery gold. And then the middle row, the mattes are really, really creamy too, but they still have substance. And then this last row. Oh, am I going to go over them? It's like a pretty berry. Aren't those, oh, they're so pretty. I really need to catch some of those singles in stock. For sure. Pretty, pretty. And then here is the Soul Blooming eyeshadow palette. The packaging is so pretty. And again, with the mirror, same style of packaging as the other one. So in here you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mattes, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shimmer metallics. In here, the one that's kind of the chunkiest with the least kind of filler pigmentation is the shade Honey Drip. So when I use that, I make sure to have a nice tacky base on it so that it really grips on there. And then it kind of gets kind of a foiled metallic look to it. But the other shimmer shades in here are super smooth, super, super pretty colors. This palette just screams spring. And look at that periwinkle blue, which is, you don't see a color like that very often. So this is the one that's more chunky. And you got a matte, and a matte. These are so smooth. And you've got a matte followed by the most beautiful shade in the world. No, a shimmer, a duochrome shimmer, and a matte. Or is this a shimmer? They're all shimmer. These three are all shimmers. Oh, this color, see, this is the one I just die for, and I think that that color comes in their singles. I need to get my hands on it. So pretty. And then the last row, you've got a shimmer metallic, a matte, a shimmer, and a matte. Look at the pigmentation on that. The smooth pigmentation on that periwinkle blue. Not an easy color to do. Oh. I've swatched so much stuff on my arms today, you guys. Look at that though. Isn't that beautiful? That's the Soul Blooming palette from Nabla. Let me show you guys the two palettes together. Here are the two palettes for a side-by-side color comparison for you guys. So that is all for my haul today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.